I know. Hold on. That's better. I was wondering why it felt a bit weird then for a moment. Right, just excuse me a second. I have a cat climbing all over me. Right, I have to position myself. He's going to get grumbly. Just bear me one moment. There we go. That feels better. I'm now properly lined up. Right, okay, let's get the usual nonsense out of the way. For anybody who is new to the channel, there's not going to be any audio or video from what we're watching. This is basically a chat, commentary, reaction, whatever you want to call it. Let's make sure the audio's working, because it wasn't earlier. Yeah, okay, cool. There is, so again, the cat's in the way. There's the synchronized timer just for there. So basically when I start up, so you know at what point we are, it's synchronized. So you can basically, if you need to go to the bathroom or whatever, that's what it's there for. And then between episodes, if I remember to, I can stop it, pause it, reset, whatever. And then that will basically keep us all roughly on the same level within, maybe a second or two, allowing for the usual streaming tomfoolery. Right, okay. Now, a couple of things. First of all, I apologise if I stopped talking suddenly, but I had some crackers earlier, and they had sesame seeds in them, and they get stuck between my teeth. So I'm going to have a quick drink to help rinse them out a little bit. Okay, right. So tonight we are watching episode. Oh, I got this right, yeah. Episode 4 of Fallout Season 2, which is getting pretty sweet, and rewatching technically. Or going back over, whatever you want to call it, The Expanse, because I've started playing Star Trek Adventures again, and honestly, a lot of the stuff in The Expanse can be used for many sci-fi games. I just wish this Star Trek was on here, because I could do some proper research then. But anyway, okay, so, excuse me. Right, so, I've just seen the screen grab for this episode. Right, so this episode is called The Demon in the Snow. And there is a picture. I'm not even going to describe it, but let's just say this. If you are familiar with New Vegas, the Fallout game, I'm trying to think how to put this without spoiling things. We've met the Legion. We met them last week. This is another faction that is semi-famous about in the New Vegas plotline there. I won't say any more. But I knew we were going to meet them at some point, and I'm so glad it's this episode. Right. So, how can I put this? Okay, again, I've got to be careful because they're not following the plot of New Vegas, but there's a lot of elements. I mean, obviously, this is the New Vegas block of the show. I'm sorting out my pre-watch tomfoolery and nonsense that I'm going through, just hypothesizing and stuff like that. So yeah, we got to cut this. This is basically what I do. Again, if anybody doesn't know, this is give people time to get in, to get any of those thoughts that are inside my head out because of the old ADHD is like scratching at the brain. But yeah, I am really liking how they're taking this because. I mean, I love the first season of Fallout. It was done spot on. It has the right vibe to it, but it also doesn't, tie itself down to any of the games. And well, maybe that's the wrong choice of words, actually. It's not trying to copy them. It's basically set in the same universe. Because I think this is set a few years. I mean, obviously it's after New Vegas. But I believe it is set about 10 years or so ish. I did find the time frame, but I completely forgot what it is. Oh, there you go, that's sesame seed. So, very annoying. But by not trying to copy one of the games and just setting it in the world that's always a difficult line to keep yourself on, because if you deviate too much, people are going to be like, "Oh, this doesn't feel like the game, whatever." But if you have it too rigidly following the game, even allowing like player choices and stuff like that, you're going to end up with it just being like, "Well, I'm just playing the game. I'm just watching someone basically play the game." So they've got enough nods and enough references, and there's things that happen in this, like again in the. Now, when we first met Lucy, and I love this because this was so well done, and that for me set the tone of how much appreciation I was going to have for the show, and how, you could tell that they did their research. Like, she's sitting there in front of the marriage committee saying, "Oh, I want to get married and everything," and she's reading out like her accomplishments, but they're done exactly like the stat block as you would in the game. And I friggin' like that. For me, was the deciding moment. I'm like, yeah, they've put the right attention to detail in. Or when the ghoul does a very particular sort of gnarly shot, and it, like in Fallout 4, for example, it does the VATS targeting crit, and like it follows the bullet. I mean, granted, it's a lot more gratuitous than it is in the excuse me again, I do apologise, in the game. Plus, the Brotherhood has been done so well. Like, and don't get me wrong, the Brotherhood are a bunch of freaking dicks. I will not deny that. But the armor's done right. Sorry, again, sesame seeds. Sorry. When the airships, the Pridwin class airships turn up and things like that, they've just done that so well. Like the suits feel believable. They have that little distortion, they have that sort of weight behind them. And as I've said many times, and I will probably say again, if they can do a Warhammer 40,000 show with this sort of level of, not such attention to detail, but definitely, for one expression, I'm going to say the sort of appreciation and love for the franchise, I think they're going to do very well. So I would hope that a lot of the people who work on this get to work on that as well, because hell, even get some of the same actors. Like, I mean, with the possible exception of Ella Parnell, because she's been in Prodigy and in the Arcane series, they have picked the people they have picked to play the characters are so damn good. Like, I didn't really know about Walton Goggins beforehand, but then when I looked at his IMDb page, I'm like, oh, I have seen him in there. I just obviously because of the whole ghoul makeup, and again, like the dude who's playing Maximus, he is playing that sort of, he feels like he's a bit out of his depth. Oh no, what have I done? Tempted by power when he gets the power armor, for example. Again, that's done so well. So I am, and of course, Carl McLachlan has just been top freaking tier. He has just been so top tier, complete with nods towards Twin Peaks as well. Like, there was one particular bit, and I think it might have been episode 2, possibly, when he does something and everybody, myself included, was expecting him to quote, because he did like the whole mannerisms, he did everything else to his character from Twin Peaks. He just didn't say the words, but he did everything else. Everyone was like, I know what that's a reference to. So good. Right, so, as I say, this episode is called, because I realised I could talk for absolutely hours about this kind of thing, but I'm not. I'm going to watch this. I'm going to react to it. That's what everyone's here for, hopefully. So this is called The Demon in the Snow, and as before, I will be doing a 5-second lead-in, starting the synchronized timer and starting things on my end, so we're all, roughly synced up to within a second or two. Okay, so just give me a second. Get yourselves ready. As a rule, we do not skip the intro, because that may also keep everyone on the same point. But obviously, if you're watching this on your own and you want to skip the intro, that's what the synchronized timer is for. So, right, okay. So again, the cat's lying on my lap in such a way it makes getting to the sync button a little bit more complicated. Like, just keep yourself still, madam. Okay, right. Oh yeah. Sorry. Apologies. That was a sesame seed trying to kill me. Right, okay. I breathed in at the wrong moment. Okay. Ooh, it's made my eyes water. Apologies if you have headphones on. I'm good. Right, start again. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And sync time is running. There we go. Oh, violence, injury detail, language. Yeah, we do not skip the intros. Oh yeah, this was freaking brutal. I mean, he's still been a bit of a dick, but he's not been. I mean, he's he's been a little bit of a dick, but he's yeah. I mean, that guy was being an asshole. Problem is, yeah, yeah, he's also leader of one of the other factions of the Brotherhood, or at least high up in the ranks. It still cracks me up that the lady playing Betty is she is the person who plays Blind Owl in the Deadpool movies. They they've got such a good cast. Like the guy playing Norm, for example, is low physical stats, high mental stats. And again, that Buddy's such a slimy dingleberry, but I freaking love how you play them. And like the lady playing Barb. Oh, I do not like the character, but the actress is doing such a great job of making you believe that she believes in what's going on. It's like, oh, we're having a flashback. Yeah, this is a flashback. Yep. Otherwise, why would they not mention the Alaska theatre of war earlier? So yeah, those are like the. Because obviously, this was before the Brotherhood of Steel existed. So this is like the military who had the armor. That's his mate from before. Yeah, USMC, United States Marine Corps, I believe. Yeah, so these are like the older models. I mean, at least the Brotherhood of Steel ones are genuinely maintained properly. They've got design flaws, sure, but they are regularly looked after. It's also one of the reasons why when you play the game, especially like Fallout 4, you can find those like things all over the place, especially like in military installations, because yeah, that for them was design flaws notwithstanding, that was state of the art technology. I mean, heck, they're trying to work on those sort of things now. So, so this is obviously like pre-war before the nukes dropped and everything. What's that? What that sound? That sounds like a beastie type creature. Was that a death claw? Yeah, yeah. The old. No, okay, no, it wasn't a death claw. No, I'm seeing things. I admit. Yep. Now, obviously, we know he survives. No, I wasn't seeing things. Oh. Oh. Oh, that's not good. That was. Oh, shh. That's like seeing the freaking Balrog coming towards you in Moria. Yep, and that's why they probably abandoned. Oh, that is terrifying. So that means Deathclaws have been around for over 200, maybe 300 years. Oh, that's got to be some kind of a creature that Vault-Tec created or something. Or. And then the Chinese have appropriated. Oh, that is terrifying. Yeah, that's putting it politely. Like I said, that is like the Fallout equivalent of a Balrog, not the Balrog, a Balrog coming up to you and just going poke, poke, poke. And this is when you don't even know. Oh, the islands. Oh, I so oh maybe that's what they were trying to work on. Like in this universe's version of the Chinese government were going more towards biotech, whereas the US were going towards more like fusion tech and things like that. Oh, that is fucking terrifying. Oh, we're gonna get a lore drop into the origin of the freaking Death Claws. Yeah. Oh, interesting hypothesis that I've seen. Now, this is not a spoiler as such, but somebody has pointed out that the stuff that he was given, Thaddeus, was a version of the FEV, the forced evolution virus, which is what is used to create super mutants. So we're thinking this may be like a corrupted version of super mutants or something like that. Ugh. Yeah, no one that. Again, Thaddeus is a dick, but he's not an asshole. And that's fair. He knows that. Again, I love the armor. F the Brotherhood though, but I love the armor. So now Thaddeus is it's just like yeah, he's having some problems. Okay, so yeah, he found the bottling plant. Oh, Sunshine Sarsaparilla, of course. So, for the law, Sunshine Sarsaparilla was basically Nuka Cola's rival, I suppose you could say. She's been looked after. She's been Oh yeah, she's been hydrated. I mean, granted, that thing's probably not very hygienic, but still. Yeah, he's a good boy. Dog meat. Yeah, but to be honest, the Fallout universe's medical tech is surprisingly good. Especially their stim packs. Those things can like heal anything. Oh, hello, cat. What's left of it? That guy looks familiar. John Griers. I don't recognise the name, but I recognise the face. I've definitely seen him in something before. Mm-hmm. That's as close as she'll come to swearing. Mm-hmm. Yes. Little, little from column A, little from column B. Seriously, Walton Goggett is a freaking. He was the perfect person to play the ghoul. Kick him in the balls. Mm-hmm. I kick him in the balls. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. The NCR were not perfect, but they weren't bad. Let's just put it like that. They weren't great. They weren't good, but they weren't bad. Like whenever I played for New Vegas, they were normally the fact. Oh, nice some shooters. Yeah. Whenever I played New Vegas and stuff like that, I always chose the NCR over the Legion. Oh no, no, they would not. Yeah. And again, like he's slightly. Well, I wouldn't say starting to like her, but he's definitely disliking her less. Like it's like their personalities are starting to balance out a little bit. Her optimism, his cynicism, and they're slowly starting to become more balanced. Slowly. Oh yes, yeah, because they've got yeah, because they mentioned in the recap at the beginning about the water chip, and if I remember rightly, I think it's in the first Fallout game. It's basically that's the plot as to why your guy leaves the vault. 1 liter per day. That's not a lot. Oh, oh yeah, that's their group. Uh, That feels like that's probably the first time he stood up to her. Her reaction was just like, "You don't normally act like this. What's going on?" Oh, oh, yeah, she's there. We go. Yep, I was about to say that. Yep, the way she's scratching at her neck. Oh, she's gonna go through withdrawals. This is not gonna be fun. This is gonna be. Oh, this is gonna be unpleasant. Yeah. Oh, there it is. They're finally at the Vegas city limits. Keep, keep huffing. He does me like, damn. Yep, she's now I've noticed it. Yep, she's like talking just a little bit faster than normal. Oh, she's gonna have to. Oh, this is gonna be unpleasant if she decides to go cold turkey. That there are treatments you can get, obviously in universe as well. But as he says, like, yeah, this is not. Yeah, the two easiest methods are cold turkey and keep huffing. Or in this case, injecting. I remember right. I think buff out as and immediately they're like, "Oh, oh, lovely." You don't want to know. Oh, didn't see that coming. He's doing such a bad job of it. And of course, they're just absolutely stuffing their faces. Yeah. Hmm. I mean, that food's been preserved all that time as well, so that's pretty good. And she got a. So yeah, for her, this has been a week. Yeah, because yeah, they have absolute. Hmm. Ah, so he was basically rash. FEV. That's another act. Mm-hmm. It's the thing. Norm is pretty. I mean, he's not physically good, but yeah, he's to use a game analogy. Most of his stats are are in the brain stats, so like intelligence, maybe a bit of luck, stuff like that. Now he's got like I can put it. Lucy was the more sort of physical, shooting hand to hand combat one. He was the more like the hacker, smarts, all that kind of stuff. So I am 100% knowing that he's going to be able to figure stuff out. Yeah, because the vaults it's basically reversed inverted, we're going to call it. Oh, yeah, that would have been a pickle. Yeah, because he didn't want to go in the first place. Because they know. Oh, that doesn't sound good. And does that does? Oh, I can see these two coming to blows. Oh no, yeah, Betty's starting to have doubts. She may have made the wrong choice. Because they don't exist anymore, technically. Maybe. I know, Cap. I know. I know. Oh, yes, you can. Yes. Hmm. I'm I'm trying to think on my law what it could be. I mean, it could be a working water chip. It could be anything. Because Babs is acting very, very suspicious. Oh, he's going to hear something he shouldn't. Oh, Steph, sorry. Why did I call her Babs? I'm get. Why did I call her Babs? I'm thinking of making Fallout. Um, one of the other characters. That's why. I don't know why. That really does. Oh, she's getting the jitters. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. He's not there. Yes! I've been waiting for these guys. I have been waiting for these. Oh, I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything. Just I've been waiting to see these people. So, now, you may notice a rather curious motif about these particular ghouls. He approves. Yeah, that's the buff out talking. And I think she enjoys it. Yep. Yep. Uh-huh. Yep. Yeah, that's the thing about buff out. I think a part of him slightly concerned. It's like, oh, she's enjoying this a bit too much. Even Dogmeat's a bit scared. Oh, she's got a critical. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, yeah, that was the buff out talking. Yeah, this is going to be very unpleasant when she has to detox. But yeah, in the game, buff out basically makes you a little bit better at combat. Yeah, most of them do, but obviously there's a penalty when the drugs wear off. Yeah, it's like, dude, everyone else is not wearing their armor. And doesn't realize that it's being broadcast. Excuse me. Again, who of us? Sissa Gray. I wonder. I wonder. Okay. Yeah, she's been in quite a few things I've seen before. Ah, that was it. She was in Grey's Anatomy as well. Yeah. Basically, pretty much most people in this have well, probably like 99% of people in this, I think, have been at least one thing before. Okay. Oh, this is going to go bad, isn't it? I reckon he knows already. Oh, I've seen him before. Again, Brian Thompson, that's it. As the elder. Oh, Drake, what are you going to do? I mean, it's surprising that one of the most powerful artifacts in the Fallout universe at the moment, the core for the cold fusion, isn't guarded. But, you know, brotherhood, loyalty, and all that, they don't expect somebody to do, or even potentially do, this, whatever they're about to do. I mean, that is literally, well, possibly infinite power. Hmm. Oh, he's one of those types. What do they call it? A fanatic, I suppose. Yeah, but you'll be dead. Oh, this is like so tense at the moment. And I have a cat on my hand up again. One without you in it. No, that's the thing. He doesn't really plan things. Never. Yeah, he just takes it one day at a time. What's going to happen? God. Mm. Yeah, he's not lying. Ah, things he could have so easily just kept that to himself. Well, I think we're going to see a Brotherhood of Steel civil war. Ooh. Well, the fecal matter is now encountering the air circulation device. Oh dear. That's fair. Yeah, he can be a bit of a twit, but he's not an asshole. All right. Heretic? Ever see you say? Oh, and he's left his power armor behind. Oh, 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 that's not good. That's one airship. Go bye-bye. That's a pickle. Uh-oh. Hmm. He's not going to last long as a character. Bye-bye. Something's going to happen. Oh, oh. He's found something. What's he found? Oh, was that what? What's that's not. Ooh. Oh. Oh, that's a. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. That's actually quite bad. That it may seem like that's just a bit of a joke thing, but that is bad. I can't say too much more, but it's like, yeah, there's a reason why she would have hid that. But on the surface of things, it does look like it's like, oh, she just happens to be Canadian. It's like, yeah, that's not good. But again, I can't say anything without spoiling things. But if you've played the games, you may have an idea. Yeah, New Vegas is very populated. At least in the game it was. Why are there very few people here? In fact, there's nobody there. That's a bad sign. It's basically like once you get through the gates, it's like a bustling metropolis almost. But considering what happens in the games and the lore, oh no, that's an egg. Yeah, yeah. You know the big beastie we saw at the beginning of the episode, and on my Fallout playthrough, we did a mission where they had to take an egg back to its mother. No, no, Lucy, you can't. No, you can't. You need to run. There's probably more than one of them. She's never seen a Deathclaw before. He has. That is terrifying. Oh, there's more than one. And the scary thing is, that's a small one. That's a small Deathclaw. There we go. That's how big they should be. Oh, I think it's that is that is so good. I love how they're doing the Deathclaws. But that was a massive lore dump at the beginning with regards to them as well. Because everyone's assumed that they were, the result of mutation from like a mutated crocodile or something like that. But as this is technically canon, this basically means that the Deathclaws either were one of two things: either they already existed on some lost island somewhere, and the others found them, or they were created, uplifted, mutated, whatever you want to call it. I mean, there is the FEV virus, so it does make sense. I'm inclined to think that they were created somehow, maybe like a sort of precursor to the FEV virus, the forced evolutionary virus, or something like that. Oh, this is probably my favourite episode of the season so far. All right, okay, we're going to have a break for a couple of minutes. Let me just stop that for a second. Yeah, we're going to have a break for, well, literally probably over in about 2 minutes. And then when we come back, we are going to be watching The Expanse, Season 3, episode, what was it? Episode 3 and episode 4. So, yeah, back in a bit. Right. Ah, there you go. So I was just making sure that the fuzzball was attended to as well. Right. Oh, right. Again, I'm not going to spoil things, but I am just going to say that what I suspected about Steph earlier, I have confirmed it. It is what I thought it was. One of the reasons, yeah. I will say no more because it would give some major potential spoilers. But I was half right rather than full right. But anyway, I will say no more. Okay, so yeah, we're going to crack on now with The Expanse Season 3. So if I can find it. There we go. On there. So yes, it's going to be episode 3 and episode 4. So episode 3 is where is it? It is called Assured Destruction, and episode 4 is called Reload. Right, so there we go. Right, right, let's get ourselves all ready. There we go. Are they right? Episode 3 and 4? Yeah, episode 3 and 4. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so get everything all queued up, and again, we don't skip the intro on The Expanse either. Again, to keep things all synchronized up. Plus, also they quite often have little changes here and there for the episode. It's not every episode, but it's enough that it's like you want to watch the intro. Right. Oh, pardon me. Right. Okay, so let's get ready. 8. And there. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And it's working good. Violence, foul language. R.I.P. Demos. That is kind of like slightly upsetting seeing that they destroyed Demos. Tycho Station's all wibbly. And there's old Jupiter. Saturn. Yep. Yeah, the Belt and the OPA, the Outer Planets Alliance. And also cat. Oh yeah, I forgot they docked with the Razorback. What about that? Yeah, she got messed up. All those high G maneuvers were, well, came close to ending her. Ooh, oh, this is going to be interesting. Her being on a Martian ship for the first time in a while. Yeah, she ain't happy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, honestly, Bobby's probably one. Yeah, she's terrifying. Hello. Hi, cat. More like a missile. Yeah, she's. Hmm. Yeah, I don't think Bobby's ever sort of really dealt with a sort of general, well, general person, the general public, for want of a better term. You know, she's grown up on a military world in the military installation for like all her life. Oh, a stealth missile platform. Oh, great, lovely. Oh, fantastic. So the yeah, yeah, so you yeah. I mean, you got all the like debris, fallout, all that stuff. Mars ships are technologically superior, but Earth has the numbers. Well, not as much. Ugh. He just wants to ramp the war up. What's that? Oh, it's his escape pod. Yeah, he's gonna bleed out if he's not careful. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? That's a that's a chunky ship. Ah, what's going on with the electronics? Ah, so it's an old ship. Hmm. Hey, there's something to be said about the older ships. Yeah, it doesn't sound like a glitch. Mm, calm, breathe. Yep. Oh, that's harsh. But I kind of see why he has to do it. Still sucks though. Oh god, yeah, the experiments with the kids. You know, the tinkering around was it by putting what the proto molecule stuff. Hmm. This is like what the Mark II hybrids or something, isn't it? I mean, if you say that Julie was like the patient zero sort of thing, yep. Yeah. I mean, he's basically been mutated sort of thing. Yep, his systems are enhanced. Not at this stage. That's worrying. Ugh. Although he did, if I remember rightly in the books, he did kind of refer to himself as Adam, but I don't think that was a name. That was more like a title sort of thing. But it's like, yeah, I am my creator's Adam or something like that. Been a while since I've read it. Hmm. Damn, that guy's scary. Hmm. I love those hologram displays. Those. Stop headbutting my hand. And that's got to be difficult to do, obviously, IRL, like for the actors, because you're not going to have like the screens there. You're just going to have to sort of like wave your hand in roughly the same position each time. If you get it wrong, it's going to go through the display. I mean, Bobby's loyal, but she's like, what's the word I'm looking for? She's not. It's like she needs someone to follow, sort of thing. Yep. He doesn't see himself as, yeah, he doesn't see himself as hero. He already has. Oh, that, mm, that may not be the right thing to do. Yeah, this is a tricky one. She's kind of right, but it's like, yeah, she knows she can't force him because that would be a very bad idea if she tried. Yep. Hmm. Everyone else away. Oh, that's a pickle. Again, it's like the Earth attack just looks something I could see on like a submarine or you know, it looks real, basically, practical, which is why he had to. It, again, he's not lying. He's just not telling the whole truth. Mm, but yeah, but we know that Aaron Wright is a complete and utter dingleberry. Well, we know that as the audience, but the characters don't. Because we've seen what Aaron White does. He's been a very naughty boy. Planets. Yeah, because it's pretty much like known now that there's alien life out there. They just don't know the details. What are you doing? Come here, you. You're still humans. That's a lot of people. Oh, she's right there. Oh, that's good. That's a good answer. Yep, that was. I mean, ideally zero, but as you said, as few as possible. Excuse me. Hmm. He's not lying. Mungo, what a great name for a cartoon villain. Yeah, I think the whole thing it be like it. What's the word I'm looking for? It working. Doing stuff with kids is getting to him. Like, it's unsettled him. Like before, it was kind of abstract, but now he's actually seen that it's like, yeah, this is affecting children. What little moral compass he's got is going, I don't like this. He's having a what do you call it? Self doubt moment. He's like, are we the baddies? One of those type of things. What are you doing? No, careful, you'll knock something over. Mind your back. Come on. Come on. There you go. Good cat. Oh, his ex. But, yep, it's always about. Oof, that's a big oof. But I can kind of see where she was coming from. It's like, yeah, you could have got words to us beforehand, even if it's just a case of, look, I will communicate with you properly when I can, but for now, I am safe, I am alive, love you lots, blah blah blah. these rail these railguns, I was like, oh, like, what? His face is definitely like, what the hell are you doing? Yes. Why do I get the feeling that's more the actress laughing rather than the character? It's like my three favourite characters in the room all at once. I freaking love it. Oh dear. Literally my three favourite characters all together in the same room at once. Like, yes. But yeah. I am convinced that um when Bobby started laughing there, that was more the actress rather than the character. So I have my fruit juice, which is nice. Yeah, because he didn't go back for reasons, and he's basically now lost a big chunk of his family. So he does get it, just not for the reasons that she does. Is that, is that lasagna? Just again, it annoys me so much. Like I've said before, I love the character of Alex, absolutely. I just can't stand the actor who's playing him. Which they encountered. And yeah, and they've seen how difficult it was just to take down one. Oh, take nuke it from orbit. Go down there, grab the kids, take off, nuke the site from orbit. It's the only way to be sure. I'll be what? Well, maybe not nuke, but I'm pretty sure the Rocinante's got a few pew pews that could help. So yeah. My phone's buzzing again. Okay. And it's interesting things like if Eros got turned into like what it did, what's happening to Venus? So there's a lot more matter and mass on Venus than Eros. A lot. Yeah, he's having thoughts about. Oh, it's starting to look like his the proton molecule side is winning the battle, as it were. Maybe he's starting to reject these more organic components or absorb them, assimilate them, whatever you want to call it. Either way, that kid's in messed up state. Hello. Okay, yep. That was a definite. Hmm. I can't say nothing. I know the boss has got something planned, but I can't say anything. Oh no! Oh, look at that. The system's gone all wibbly. What a shame. Hello. Hi. Yeah. And the fact that they're able to do that without openly saying it shows how good that team works to go together. Well, you stink cat. Plausible deniability. Excuse me, I can't see. I have a cat in the way right now. Excuse me. What name are you? Thank you. You've been very vocal today. Yeah, everything's starting to get a little bit tense, to put it politely. Oh look, power's back on. He's one of those. I like characters like that for some reason who have the sass, especially towards authority figures. Very well. Excuse me. Hmm. Oh. Oh, this is where we see the old railguns firing. These things are just like, ah, yep. Oh, look at that. Oh, yes. Yeah. Railguns are freaking dangerous. Oh, this is nerve wracking. Oh, shredded it. One got away. I don't think he's going to be able to help you now, pal. Yeah, you got a planet buster heading your way. Well, maybe not a buster, but it's certainly going to F up whatever planet gets in the way. Yeah, that's a big boom. To be seen at that size from basically low orbit. That's a very big boom. Ow. Oh, so by basically powering them down, it balked things a little bit. Yeah. Ooh, that's a that's going to cause problems. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, so yeah, he's an asshole, but it's like even he has lines. Ironically, if it had been like adults or volunteers, he probably wouldn't have cared. But seeing the young girl seeing May reminded him of his daughters, which was just like, yeah. She doesn't like her. Yeah, that's been going on from now, IRL. That smug look is like, oh damn her. Yeah. 1.7 million people dead. Oh, oh, he knows, and he knows that she knows. He's blaming her. Oh, that is nasty. Oh, that is messed up. I mean, it's good because it's going to completely F with her head, but at the same time, that is just such a freaking nasty move. And again, I applaud the actor, but I despise the character. Right. Sean Doyle, there you go. Yeah, Sean Doyle, you are a great actor, sir, but your character is a complete dingleberry. Right. Okay, so that is episode 3. So we just get ourselves ready for episode 4. There we go. I don't know why it is. I mean, I have a hypothesis, but can't just go for it. Yeah, go for it. Go for it. I can't move at the moment because I have a kitty on my lap, so I'm just going to waffle on for a couple of minutes. So yeah, go ahead. Grab yourself a drink. Anybody else wants to, as well. This is going to give me time to sort of get a couple of thoughts that have been going out in my head with regards to this. Now, I'm not going to talk about the show because I have seen this before, so I don't want to sort of accidentally slip into spoiler territory. So I'm going to talk about the sci-fi shows in general and how almost every really good sci-fi show that goes on for quite a few seasons always seems to get really good, in my opinion at least, around season 3. Same thing happened to Next Generation. Same thing happened with Stargate. Same thing happened with Deep Space Nine. Now, when they brought in like the whole Dominion War and the Defiant and stuff like that. The Orville, for example, is another good one. This, obviously, we're now season 3. We're into episode 4, and I've always wondered why that is. And my sort of should we say homemade hypothesis is that your first season is introducing the characters and the universe at large. So you're establishing what's going on. This is like almost like the prologue type thing. The end of season 1, season 2 is when you generally start to build up on what the overall plot is going to be, or at least start to drop hints depending upon what show. Deep Space Nine, for example, they started dropping hints about the Dominion and things like that, and they're like, "Oh, who's the Dominion?" And we don't know who they are. They're just some more sort of abstract sort of thing. And then by season 3, and again I'll continue with Deep Space Nine talking about it, is when they start to, you pretty much first properly started to encounter the Dominion, and the whole thing with the Defiant coming in as well, and it just started to get really good around there. And if I think it was season 3 as well that had, I'm sure it was season 3 that had the episode of, this is Next Generation Star Trek, when they had Locutus and the whole Best of Both Worlds, which is one of my favourite two-parters ever. I can't remember if it's season 3 or season 4 though, because I tend to, when I watch Star Trek, I tend to binge watch it, and all the episodes blur together after a while. But that for me was just like that whole. And I've noticed that this show has that same sort of thing. Like the first season. This is not to say that the first season was bad by any means, shape, or form. It's just that it was not as good as compared to the later seasons. And I've noticed that with every sci-fi show I've become invested in. The whole, season 1, good. If you look at it as a standalone, not part of a overall thing, just as a standalone thing, season 1, it's pretty decent. But then when you compare it to the later seasons, then it looks bad. Now, again, as I've mentioned, I'm a big Star Trek fan. Now, yes, season 1 of Next Generation, Stargate, Farscape as well, I would say, Deep Space Nine, all of them, the first season was a little bit rough. Voyager as well. There was some good stuff in it. And again, this is not to say that it was a bad season, just it was just like, they're trying to find their footing. I mean, Deep Space Nine has some really good episodes in the first season, but overall, not a major fan of it. And again, the same thing applies to The Expanse with this as well, is that when you go back and you watch the first season, I remember when we first started this rewatch, I was thinking, it's like, ooh, this is a little bit on the rough side. But again, the actors, the writers, directors, haven't quite found their footing yet. And it's why, with the new Star Trek thing coming out very soon, or maybe even right now, Starfleet Academy, I'm going to hold back on it because, as I've just said, I know that the first few episodes of a new show, especially sci-fi shows, do tend to be a little bit rough compared to what comes later. So I will probably do for that almost the same thing I did with Strange New Worlds. I will probably wait until it's roughly the end of the season, or at least maybe a few episodes before the end of it, and then I'll just sit down once. Oh, it's next week. Wow, okay. I'll then watch 2, maybe 3 episodes to get saying, am I going to enjoy this? Like Strange New Worlds, I was like, okay, I can see where this is going. Oh, no, it's got my attention because the first episode or 2 is the pilot episodes, as they called it. They're never a mega indicator of how good a show's going to be. Now, I could end up absolutely loving it. I could end up absolutely hating it. That's either of you is perfectly fine as long as you don't start, pissing in somebody else's cornflakes. But I want to give it a fair shot. I definitely want to give it Starfleet Academy a fair shot, because I was surprised with Lower Decks. I freaking love Lower Decks. I was definitely a bit like, oh, this is an animation to begin with. It ended up becoming one of my favourite things. Strange New Worlds. Some episodes were okay. Some were not so good. But the rest of them, really freaking good. So I'm going to give Starfleet Academy, I'm going to give it a fair shot. At least 3 episodes before I pass judgment. And I think that seems to work fine. And that's pretty much what I did with the very, very first time I watched The Expanse on my own. I'm just sitting there going like, oh, this is good. This is very good. And then I continued watching it. And speaking of, I'm going to continue now. Right, so I'm going to do everything as before. Get that right up. Yeah, it is, yep. Yes, I know there's been some controversy from regards to Star Trek Academy, but to be fair, the controversy is coming from those types of people. Now, again, there's nothing wrong with watching a show going, you know what? Yeah, not for me. That's perfectly fine. That's the whole thing about Star Trek. IDIC, infinite diversity, infinite combinations. Doesn't mean you have to like everything but you have to accept that some people do. And at the end, if somebody turned around to me and says, I freaking love Star Trek Academy, it's my favourite of those shows, freaking brilliant, awesome. I'm going to wait until I've watched it before I pass judgment. I think that's the only fair thing to do. Right. I forgot what I was going to do now. Oh yes, start the episode. Right, so this is called, this is Season 3, Episode 4, called Reload. So, 5-second lead in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And go. Okay, good to go. Flashing images of violence. Oh, yes. So, I mean, as an example, I was talking about Discovery. I didn't dislike Discovery, but it was not my favourite Star Trek show, if that makes sense. And I know a few of my friends were like, wait, you didn't like it? It's like, it's not that I didn't like it, I just preferred the other stuff more. Like, if we say Discovery was here on my ratings, then like, Lower Decks would be like there, that type of logic. And admittedly, there was some pretty good stuff in Discovery. I just prefer the other stuff. It's like pooing on people because they say, "Oh, I like pancakes at breakfast." What do you mean to say you hate waffles? It's like, no, I just prefer pancakes. Pancakes. Oof. Oh yes, that's the fleet going towards. Yep. Yeah. Why are they flying backwards? Because they're slowing down. Oh, there she is. Drama. Oh, are we going to meet another one of my the characters that I absolutely think is awesome? I'm trying to remember what he's. Oh, yeah, because they're capturing the Naboo. So, yeah. Yoink. I'm trying to remember if he's in this episode. We'll find out soon enough. I'm sure he turns up in this season, but I just can't remember what episode. I'm just like, and the drums just going hut, like the bit from Blues Brothers when the Popo jump out the van. That's like a swarm, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, each drone can only do a little bit, but if there's thousands of them, that's all you need. Which is appropriate for the belters. They don't have individually, they don't have much power, but there's many of them. And break. Well, actually, they're not breaking; they're just turning. Yeah. Okay, I mean that is a pretty freaking ballsy maneuver. Grabbing a ship the size of a space station and turning it. Then, yeah. So I've got a feeling once those engines turn off, they're not turning back on again. Or maybe I'm thinking of something else. I know, because it used inertia, that was it. Yeah, it was using inertia. And as one size of Newton is one deadly SOB. That is very pointy. Imagine if you were stuck on the ship when they basically yeeted it towards Eros. Well, there's some symbolism. There you go, converting it from a flying temple to a something else. What is that? Oh, the debris. Right. Oh, that's a person. I thought there was. Ugh. Yeah, try not to think about stuff like that. That's yeah. Yeah, it doesn't mean you have to be a complete dingleberry. You know, just have to, for want of a better expression, be respectful. Yep, she knows people. That's her thing, which is both her strength and her work. Oh, sorry, her best trait and her worst trait. There you go. I was getting my sentences mixed up. Now, I can understand why Alex would be grumpy if he decided you're going to raid those ships for loot, but for supplies, I think that's okay. Maybe if you get there to get like ammo and other bits and pieces, things that are like not necessary. Yeah, that would be, I think, would be crossing the line. But for survival, yeah, yeah, it's like the difference between hunting an animal for food and hunting it for sport. Hmm. Yeah, that wasn't me. Well, both literal and metaphorical. Because if it had been like her original form, sort of thing, it wasn't any longer. Oh god, yeah, the whole yeah. Hello. Yeah, those shrapnel shots are freaking. Oh, there you go. Hi. What? I'll just move my arm, you grumpy cat. Shush. That actually sounds quite nice. That actually sounds quite nice. If that's basically like spicy, like rations and things like that, like rice crackers, that type of thing. Spicy rice crackers, I could do with some of those, especially the Thai chili ones. Oh, those are lovely. Have a nice level of heat with a nice bit of a kick to them. Very much recommend them. Heat without burning, basically. Nice. Oh, you have some. Oh, hey, if you got some Thai rice crackers, go and grab some. Good, but yeah, like my local Holland and Barrett sometimes do them like little chunky like rice crackers. Oh, they're so good. And when my local supermarket started stocking them as well, so I was like, yay. Yep, they found some survivors. Possibly. That's not Mars. We'll tell him that later once he's recovered. 1.9 million dead. That guy's such an asshole. That's a lot of dead people in such a short period of time. And that was one missile. One might say it's alien. Oh, you all right? Although they have been sort of misused in the past, auto cues are a really good thing for like people who need to read out long, complicated speeches or news and things like that, whilst maintaining eye contact. That's not the speech she wrote. Yeah, you can see where this speech is going. Moral leaders. Yeah. Yep. She knows that it's like, yeah, she. Yeah, but I mean, changing the speech is one thing, but yeah, that was basically. Or at least she did write it and she just regrets it. Either way, she's not happy. Yeah. And those types of speeches never end up everything's going well. Yeah, this is a guy who's like realised he's going to be seen as history's monsters. At the very least, he's not going to be forgiven, but at the very least, he can mitigate the damages he's done. And for him, doing stuff with kids crossed the line. Rod, that sounds very. Yeah, that sounds very. Yeah, it's like he's looking at his very nerves. Which before when we saw the whole thing with Julie when she was on Eros, I think it was Eros, basically acting as like the brain, the hub. This is going to go difficult. Again, I think I've seen those actors before. Yeah, I do vaguely. I recognise the names, but I can't remember what I've seen them in. But again, that's from again for like most of the actors on this show. So, and they're starting. So yeah, from their point of view, mm, yeah, they're going to view her as a traitor. Response to Martian attack, not response to attack, response to Martian attack. Hmm. that looks almost that looks almost like Gumbo. She doesn't know. She's like, what? She's probably never had anything like that in her life. hmm But yeah, that looked like Gumbo, which I suppose it kind of is because Belter is kind of the Belter language and culture is a what do you call it, a Creole language or culture. So it's like a mixture type thing. So I can very much understand how like a gumbo type dish would be developed. I mean, that's fair. Ooh, this is gonna go bad for them. No, no, you're not. Bobblehead. Hmm. There you go. Hmm. Ooh. She is very good at getting what she wants. I say she Avasarala is a oof. Oh, that was a bit of a low blow, Holden, but yeah, that would. I mean, still. Oh, he's gonna have a concussion from that. Yeah, he was not expecting that, and he's still injured. Shh. Oh, that's a. That, God, that's a. His nose is a mess. That's it. Go to sleep now. Go to sleep. Oh, yep. They forgot about Bobby. They forgot Gunnery Sergeant Bobby. Again. It's like, he's got the active brain cell. Yeah, he's definitely got the active brain cell right now. Yeah, because he was smart enough to realise that. It's like, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. So I just got shouted at. Afraid so, Amos. Afraid so. Maybe next time. What? Well, you've been very vocal tonight. I know. Come on, on my lap, on my lap. She's been very chatty. I know you're being very chatty. I know. Yeah, yeah. She's been cheeky. No, she's not been naughty. She's just been cheeky. She just wants head rubs and belly rubs, don't you? Is that what you're after? Oh, yeah, of course you are. Good girl. So, whenever she gets chatty and vocal like that, it just makes me laugh. I know it shouldn't, but ugh. Yeah, because he doesn't feel the same way about her anymore. Yeah. It's like, just give it a bit. We were both having the same thought at the same time. It's like, hang on, but she. Like, I mean, come on, engage the brain cell. You may not like it. There we go. See? Smart boy. Okay, that's an interesting way of doing it. Like, you have to have the same conversation in multiple rooms like that. Yeah, that's a little bit on the arrogant side. But fair enough. I can see why she said it. It's like, Yeah, that's the sort of thing only a loved one can really say to you. It's like, look, it's like, sweetheart, do you honestly think God kicked off a war just to humble you? Hmm. Oh, there's a message. Yes. That's the thing about information is it's quite often very difficult to completely get rid of. Honestly, based on how that food looked, it actually looked pretty decent. The question is, how would it taste? That's the important thing. Ooh, harsh but fair. I know they've got like good medical tech and stuff, but I'm glad they don't sort of show that his nose is like perfect. Only like a few hours after, it's like yeah, that's gonna bruise up like like a mofo, but it still looks like he's been in a fight, which is good. And that's another thing I appreciate about the Fallout show as well. Is yeah, Lucy is still going to be keeping herself tidy, but yeah, she definitely worked on changing his mind on things. Yeah, that's the face of a kid who's like, I'm not sure I can handle those lights turning on and off like that, but that's probably done for power reasons. Excuse me. Oh, yeah, and he doesn't know about that. So it's like, so Mal's basically got no like, should we say like just a sliver of ethics and morals left, but it's enough. I mean, he realizes he's done some shitty things. Ooh, he be glowing. That sounds almost machine-like. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Oh, I forgot about this scene. He's basically doing what the other protomolecule did to the ship. Yeah, it's like a hive mind. And whatever morals he had has now gone bye-bye. He... I've completely forgot about that scene. Oh, that was a... Yeah, you can see why this was rated an 18 now for this episode. That was gruesome. I mean, don't get me wrong, the effects, the practical effects for that, effing amazing. But still gruesome. Damn indeed. Right. So this has been done for tonight. Let's just stop that for now. And it's going to be more of the same next week. Fingers crossed. I say fingers crossed because, you know, real life stuff, everything could happen. So yeah, I'm just going to go and have a night night. So, nighty night.